Hi, boys and girls. I know it's been a while since I've read, so we're going to go through two chapters today, chapter 14 and 15. Chapter 14 is Wherefore Art Thou? Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Jolie, dressed in Juliet's pale blue gown, peers out over the parapet of her balcony, delivering the famous line. Cooper climbs the vines to reach her, the puffy fabric of Romeo's costume catching on the sharp branches. The way the stage is designed, he's actually ascending a rope ladder hidden behind the greenery. He gazes up in dismay. The more he climbs, the farther away she seems to be. The rope ladder is expanding before his eyes, and Jolie seems ever more distant. Wherefore art thou, Romeo? I'm coming, he wants to shout. But that's not in the script. He knows the lines, but how will he ever reach her to say them? What's going on here? Sets don't change in the middle of performance. Rope ladders don't grow. He looks down. The wooden floor of the stage is 50 feet below him and falling fast. Oh no! Wherefore art thou? Cooper climbs as fast as he can until sweat stings his eyes and dampens Romeo's uncomfortably tight collar. But Jolie gets no closer. Up the rope ladder races Brock, ascending at a superhuman pace. The bigger boy muscles pass Cooper like he isn't even there, mumbling. Out of my way, WhatsHisFace. Hey, I can hold on. Stop. Cooper loses his grip on the ropes and he's plummeting toward the stage, which is now too far away to see. The feeling of free fall swells in his stomach. He recognizes it from the loose nuke and the catalysm and the loose nuke and the catalysm and what was the name of that other coaster. I'm going to die, he reflects, oddly detached from the moment. This stupid play is actually going to kill me. Cooper sits bolt upright in bed, his heart hammering in his chest. What a night! He barely slept at all, catching only small cat naps before uneasy dreams jolt him back to an unpleasant awareness. Last time, he woke to the feeling that someone was standing over his bed watching him. Creepy. He checks his phone, 3:18 a.m., nowhere near morning. Roddy, he whispers, you awake? He knows it's a dumb question. The ghost is pretty much always awake. Only math class managed to lull him to a stupor. Cooper frowns. There's no answer. Roddy's familiar face and odd clothing don't replace the GX4000's home screen. Hey, Cooper says a little louder. He has to be careful not to wake up his parents or Veronica. They already think he's talking to himself. Roddy, he counts to 10, then 20. Roddy, are you there? Could Roddy be gone? Of course he could. When you think about it, there's no logical reason to have a ghost in your phone in the first place. A phone with no ghost makes a lot more sense than what Cooper had before. But Roddy was there. It was no hallucination, not for weeks like that. What would make him suddenly disappear? Nothing's changed. Or maybe it did. What if something happened that had nothing to do with Cooper? The ghost always suspected his mission in 2018 was to make sure his father got credit for all his inventions back in the 16th century. Maybe at that very moment, a guy is writing a book about the great alchemist Alistair Northrop, and poor Roddy can finally rest in peace. That means I'm free. All at once, Cooper is aware of a heavy weight pressing down on his chest, constricting his airway and making it hard to breathe. He doesn't feel like he's been released. He feels like he's been abandoned. Roddy! He taps the screen one more time, but nothing's there. And when the phone goes blank again, the darkness in Cooper's room is almost overpowering in its loneliness. This is stupid, Cooper berates himself. You've left enough friends behind to field a football team. What's so different about this? With that, a silvery shape flashes in through the window, circles the room twice, and sucked into the GX4000 with a vague slurping sound. Roddy? When the screen illuminates, the ghost is grinning out at him, Brock style. 'Tis night, Cooper Vega. Thou shouldst be sleeping. Never mind what I shouldst be doing. How did you get out of the phone? Thusly. The ghost closes his eyes, contorting his face in concentration. With a click, the camera flashes, and out comes Roddy in shimmering spectral form. He perches on the footboard, arms folded in front of him, beaming down at Cooper with a self-satisfied smirk. Now Cooper understands his creepy feelings of being watched. They're 100% real. How long has this been going on? He hisses. Roddy offers a ghostly shrug, followed by a jaunty jig across the foot of the bed. He leaps off the comforter and is drawn back into the phone. Is it not joyous? He raves. Oh, Cooper Vega, such wonders have I beheld in the travels beyond the walls of thy dwelling, a light in thine own yard, possessed of such great intelligent that it shineth upon every passing squirrel, and yet not upon me. A red iron post on your avenue that is so revered by hounds that each one lifteth its leg in respectful salute. A manner of school bus that travels not on the ground, but high in the air with wings like a bird. Yeah, great stuff, Cooper says impatiently. But did anyone else see you? Did anybody see you? You kind of shine in the dark, you know. Alas, yes. Her body stiffened at the sight of me, and a shrill cry did she make. She chased me through many yards before I did elude her. Cooper holds his head. Do you think she'll call the cops? The last thing they need is ghost sightings around the neighborhood. Roddy's brow furrows on the screen. I think not. After all, she is but a cat. Yeah, but if a cat can see you, a human can too, Cooper worries. Some people get crazy about supernatural things. We could end up with a team of Ghostbuster wannabes combing the area. What happens if one of them notices whose phone you whoosh back into? Worry not, Cooper Vega. I shall be the soul of caution. Cooper is not comforted. This is the same guy who left his life's work lying around where a thief named Shakespeare could steal it. All right, the next chapter will be in the next video. Adios, amigos.